Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today the stock market sent investors a very important message. At first glance, we might think the AI trade is getting weak because the Nasdaq fell and Apple dropped nearly 6%. But when I look it deeper into today's market action, I saw something completely different. In my opinion, today's market is not saying that AI is slowing down. It's saying that investors are becoming more selective about where the profit from AI will actually go. And if you are investing in US stocks, this is something you need to understand right now. For the past 2 years, almost every company connected to AI has been moving higher. Investors did not really care where a company was making money from AI or simply spending money on AI. Everything went up together. But today's market action shows that phase may be changing. Now, investors are asking much more important questions. Who is making money from the AI boom? This is the main question, and who is paying for it? That's exactly why we saw such a huge difference between Apple and Micron today. Let's start with the Micron first. If I talk about Micron, it's reported earning that completely beat expectations. The company showed that demand for memory chips remain extremely strong because AI data centers and they need massive amount of memories. As soon as those results came out, Micron stocks surged about 10%. Other semiconductor companies like Qualcomm, West Digital, and Applied Materials also moved higher. To me, this confirms that the AI infrastructure build out is still very much alive. Companies supplying the technology behind AI are continuing to continuing to take the benefits. But now let's look at Apple. Apple announced higher price for MacBook and iPads. The reason the cost of important components, especially memory chips, has increased it significantly. Investors immediately become very careful. If chip price continue to increase, companies that buy those chips could see pressure and difference on their profit margin. That's why Apple shares fell sharply today. Meta and Alphabet also traded lower as investors consider the possibility that AI spending could become more expensive now. Now let's talk about the overall market because this is where the things get even more interesting. Even though the Nasdaq was down, the Dow Jones Industrial Average today hit more than 600 point and reached a new record. Think about that, guys. Think about that for a second. One major index was falling while another was making a new high. Why? Why this is happening? Because money was not leaving the market. Money was rotating within the market. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? So investors were moving capital away from some technological name into healthcare, bank, and industrial companies. Johnson and Johnson moved higher today. JP Morgan moved higher. Caterpillar jumped strongly. This tells me that investors are not running away from stocks. They are simply repositioning themselves. That's very different situation from a overall market sell-off. We can say that. Yes or no? Are you agree with me or not? Another important piece of today's puzzle was inflation. Yes, the latest PCE inflation report came in largely in line with expectations. Inflation remained above the Federal Reserve target, but the number were not worse than investors feared. That's important because many traders were worried that rising energy price from Middle East that create an even bigger inflation problem. Fortunately, that did not happen. Yes, at the same time, oil price have moved back close to levels seen before the conflict started. That has helped it calm some of the market biggest fears. So when I combine all of today's development, I don't see panic overall. Yes, I see a market that is becoming smarter and more selective. Now, investors are no longer buying everything related to AI. They are focusing on where the actual profits are showing up. So now I want to hear your opinion. Do you think companies like Micron and Qualcomm will continue leading the AI trades? Or do you believe Apple, Meta, and Alphabet will bounce back once investors realize AI spending will eventually generate bigger profits? Comment below, and if you enjoy this market breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for daily stock market updates. Thank you.